27 or 29. So, like, that's a cold weather game to me. And he went out there and he looked good.
Feels like was, I mean, it's cold outside. Don't let the temperature, don't
Right.
let the thermometer deceive you. Like, it feels Arctic outside, to say the least.
That is something I've been talking about, keeping an eye on. Even he talked about it. You know, the ball gets a little slick sometimes in the cold or whatever. It didn't look slick tonight. He looked slick in the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought this was, and the Travion Henderson, that was kind of exactly what I've been looking for. Not gaudy numbers. In fact, those of us that, you know, made a alt bet on his 110 total yards receiving and rushing would have liked a few more numbers. But I thought he was physical. I thought he, like, that was a game where you go, oh, yeah, he could be a 3-down back. This guy could be out there on first, second, and third down and do the job for you. So I liked the offensive performance. And the defense, well, I don't know. You played against Justin Fields in kind of a high school offense, so I don't even know how to measure you.
Let's not go boasting about what we did to the Jets in terms of defensive effort tonight. And we'll hopefully see if Milton Williams, who kind of had an ankle thing earlier on in the game and was out for quite a bit of time, if he's doing okay. Travion Henderson, by the way, over his past 2 games, 243 total yards, 5 touchdowns, and with those 2 very long touchdown runs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a 6.3 yards per carry average. We will, on the Six Rings postgame show, as always, although this is a bit of a truncated episode since we're coming on after Thursday Night Football, leading you up until 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. No special interviews, no special guests. It's just us in our home studios and you wherever you are, plus Mike Vrabel and Drake May live from the podium at Gillette in their fancy nor'easters with Mike Vrabel's fantastic 1970s Burt Reynolds, Magnum PI and Bloom mustache. We'll get them live from the podium as well. And of course, like we said, you guys, whenever you so choose to shoot a text or give us a call and weigh in with your thoughts, if you're having a late night aftergate at the stadium, perhaps in traffic on the way home, or you're just a night owl and you want to have a couple of sports boobs to talk to, we are those guys at 617-779-7937. Andy, there were those 2 passes by Drake May in the third quarter, really, that were positively remarkable. When his pocket presence is improving game by game. And I almost think that I would be more concerned if I were an opposing defense with Drake May's ability to feel pressure on his left and right, step up and navigate the pocket, and then the touch that he showed on that little dump off. It was a beautiful little pass to Pop Douglas, who, by the way, had the wherewithal to go down, realize he wasn't touched, get up, and then grab an extra 15 yards. That was something. But then the one on the outside where he's rolling to his right, realizes he's at the line of scrimmage, they're closing in, and he just sort of like throw/shovels the ball 10 yards to Diggs, who gets another 8 yards. Like, that's dangerous. Your feed and timeline probably lit up like mine did accordingly. Just Mahomesian, Herbert, that was this, that was that. You know, like, you had guys like Ben Solak. Let me pull up the tweet, if I may. I think Solak said that Drake May does Justin Herbert things and Josh Allen things. I don't think we've even begun to scratch the ceiling here. I don't think that's terribly hyperbolic.
I actually am done with that. He does Drake May things. That's how I think it needs to be now. These are no longer, don't compare him to other guys like that. Like, I think he is his own man and is doing things that I literally believe. If I'm going to go off the top of my head, and bear with me, it's after 11, and I'm an old guy that's usually in bed for about an hour at this point in time. Off the top of my head, I think there was literally one thing Drake did tonight that I didn't like. Literally one play that I didn't think he executed perfectly, and that was a scramble early on where he ran and seemed indecisive as to what he wanted to do and took a hit because of it, got flung to the turf. I actually thought his head hit the turf again. That was
what are we going to do?
He'll learn. I now have full faith it'll go away.
What are you more concerned about? The Patriots giving up touchdowns? Quick on the fly poll. Pat's giving up touchdowns on the first drive, or Drake May getting his bell rung like that?
Pat's giving up touchdowns on the first drive, because Drake May, his ability to not be an error repeater, to learn from mistakes. Like, for example, late in I think it was the fourth quarter there, when they kicked the field goal, he's rolling to his right. It's in the red zone. Last week, what did he try to do? He tried to throw it into the end zone. Who did it go to? The other team. What did he do this week? He threw it into the bench, the sideline area. And I just think you continue to see him learn remember when Brian Hoyer told us on WEEI Afternoons he's aged 3 years in 1 year? Between last year and this year, it was like not 1 year advancement. It's like a 3 year.
He's not a sophomore sensation. He's he's playing with
polished
VP, veteran presence.
Absolutely. And so that's why the fact that he took one hit tonight that I didn't love and looked a little indecisive, he'll stop doing that. I feel very confident saying he'll see that on film. He'll see that with Josh McDaniels, and they'll say, what could we have done here? What, is this enough? Because early on, before that, I believe, he had a great quick slide, which we haven't seen a lot of. It was a perfect, I got my 6 yards or whatever it was, 5 yards, boom, quick slide. And so the way he's developing, and like cold weather tonight, like he's just, every week I feel like he checks off another box that makes you feel even better about who he is, who he's going to be, and where he's going to lead this offense. And by the way, the broadcast was on board with the Gush Fest. Oh my God, do Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit have good things to say? I mean, Kirk Herbstreit, it's like, I don't know if Herbstreit has a daughter.
He was having a love. He was like,
I mean, do I need to tell him Drake's married? Back off or something? Like,
seriously, it was almost like, Kirk, easy, we get it. You went to the Northeast Men's Clinic before you did the broadcast tonight and fell in love with Drake May.
Good Lord.
And even Al Michaels was like, I'm not sure what I love more, a ribeye medium rare, these jerseys, or Drake May. Al Michaels actually sounded alive for the first time all season.
Absolutely. That was a May love fest. So, and I'm not saying it shouldn't be. It's fun or interesting to hear it when it's not us local, Homer honk, whatever you want to call us. So, if you're a Patriots fan, I think there were advancements tonight, and not that it was Myles Garrett, and not that it was a number one defense or anything like that, but it was a nice advancement. And the fears of a trap game, which I guess stuck around through the first defensive series there because they marched it right down your throats and they're running it down your throats, were quickly evicted from the stadium by the offense. And like, oh, okay, yeah, you had your drive. Now Drake's going to do his thing. No trap game. We're going to show up and be the better team and take care of business. And they did.
Yeah, definitely not a trap game, but a Jets team that, like you said, they're playing with a little danger and reckless abandon.
1-2 in a row. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Nothing to lose. Like, they can do a few things when they play with competence and obviously pre-scripted confidence. But after that, you're not going to see them pull together anything terribly improvisational or spectacular against an upper half of league football team like the Patriots as well. This is not the game that the Patriots are going to like pin to the top of their LinkedIn profile. It was good enough. Again, it was a better half of the Thursday night football efforts you'll see from a winning team that has playoff aspirations on it. Again, lots of correctable things. And again, Mike Vrabel will, predictably, and hopefully we'll be hearing from him momentarily here on the Six Rings postgame show live from the podium at Gillette. I'll check in with producer Zach Coe in a moment here. He will probably tell you the same thing. Hey, guys, guess what? You got the win. It was a short turnaround. You played a very physical game on Sunday. This Jets team came in tonight with danger on their mind and an appetite for destruction. You held them off. You got it done. Now go enjoy your long weekend. And the best part is, literally, Andy, after this, they're on to Cincinnati.
Actually, my best part is, you know who has the most wins in the National Football League?
The New England Patriots.
Now, it could change on Sunday. But for now, for the next few days, the New England Patriots are atop the win total in the National Who'd have thunk we'd ever seen that? You were supposed to pick number one overall, and now you're the number one team in football.
Which of the two of us, and I'll lump in Ted, who's currently doing television, but we'll get a chance to talk to Big Ted tomorrow. He's in at 3, by the way. Just wanted to let you know.
Actually, I think he's in at 2 tomorrow. Is he 2 to 5 in it tomorrow? Yeah, I think he's going to come in raring, ready to go and do a little post-game recap, whatever we're calling this weird Friday post-Thursday night football thing.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's great. Hey, do we have any, by the way, do we have any quarterbacks or anyone special tomorrow, or do we get them on a classic Patriots Monday?
I believe we will still have a classic Patriots Monday on Monday.
Okay.
Tomorrow is just sort of like a game
continuation
recap,
of this
post game. Yeah, it's kind of a continuation.
we're
You
just
want to
gonna
just
take a
go
nap.
straight through? No. Let's just
I'm
go
ready.
straight through.
That's fine.
Let's go balls to the wall all night.
Hey, Braverman's ready. Joe, you got the hot cocoa?
All-nighter, baby!
Andy's got the Twizzlers. I'll pick up the root beers. We'll have a high school sleepover. Just for a quick update, Robert Spillane already spoke. Christian Gonzalez is at the podium now, so momentarily we will be taking you to Gillette Stadium to hear from leadership, quarterback, and more. I see the calls are already lining up at 617-779-7937. Please hold, guys. We want to make sure we get the coach and quarterback full, promptly, and on time, and don't want to interrupt any of the celebratory calls. So if you're in the car, having a little party, you're up in the garage doing your thing, whatever it is, we will get to you momentarily. Andy, where else will the people that are so frustrated by how good the Patriots have turned out to be this season, and again, small walk of shame for us, Game of Thrones style, you said 7-10.
Yep.
I started 10-7. I fell back to 8-9. Now we've recalibrated for a floor of 13 wins. Where will people look to criticize or find nits to pick with this effort?
Well, I think the opening drive thing will be something that a lot of people will harp on. You bring up Christian Gonzalez. I didn't think he had a great game.
That's
Adonai
2 games
Mitchell,
in a row you've said that, BTW.
Yeah, not terrible. And he still had that nice pass defense on the throw to the end zone late in the game, and he had a couple nice tackles. But that I thought actually the game kind of changed on the third down throw. Adonai Mitchell got behind him on the left sideline and dropped it. He was flat out dropped it.
3 drops.
Well, yeah, but the crosser, but that was down, that third down deep ball down the left sideline. You get that? They might be feeling something. Then all of a sudden, we can do this. I don't care. We can upset. We can win 300. And he drops that. He was not very good. But I don't know that there are a lot of things you can nitpick on. Maybe the health factor, injuries starting to pile up a little bit. If Milton Williams, who never returned, I think he only played 8 snaps in the game. If he starts to get banged up, he's one of your key players. You're still without
micro buy
Boone
is perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I think that's a stretch of an argument to make, because I think you have to believe with some hope that Stevenson, Booty, Williams, some of the guys that are banged up will probably be back after, as you said, the micro buy here. So I don't know what the criticism, if you want to, I know Ted's big on the DVOA and the worst 9-2 DVOA since whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't honestly really care. I think, you'll still get some of that, the schedule and the jet, but fewer and fewer. It's harder and harder to critique this team because they just take care of their business. Not always perfect, not always sexy, but they take care of their business. And I think that right there is an example of the head coach, the leadership trickling. Just take care of your business. We don't say do your job anymore. That was the old guy. Forget that. But take care of your business.
This was definitely a little bit less of a DTF game and more of a TCOB. That's all they needed to do. Just TCB. Yeah. Take care of business. Again, when you're coming off of a physical game like the Buccaneers game, a game that also had a real emotional climax.
This team is DTF, Jim.
DTF. It's the new LFG. By the way, it's late at night. We've done a lot of radio today. I'm exhausted. I snuck in a several hour long outdoor football practice in the cold, which is why I can tell you it's freezing outside. So we're all a little loopy tonight. I got to ask you, Andy, does Tom Brady really need to be selling air fryers?
No, but it looks like a nice air fryer. I will say that. It does look nice.
Look,
I was thinking of Stiz. Stiz might want to upgrade.
Tom Brady of air fryers, right?
Yeah, the Stiz might want to upgrade a little bit there. I also thought he was very weird in his delivery of all the lines in that commercial. My wife didn't care for it. She was like, "What the F is he doing telling air fryer?" There was something of that lines from my wife, and I was like, "Go back to
Tom
sleep."
Brady. What does that mean? Unless this is some sort of satire, what are you doing? You don't need air fryer money. You're Tom Brady.
Well,
hey, Andy, I apologize. Here's Mike Vrabel.
Game in 5 days, what you guys were able to do, the focus this week, and guys stepping up, making plays. Pettis, Ponder, just as the game went along here.
You know, recency bias, homeritism, favoritism, whatever, or just, like I said, I'm in a good mood. It's late at night. That was my favorite Mike Vrabel postgame presser of the season. I thought that was a perfect combination of just like, you know, his sass, his intelligence, his presence, his compassion, his demeanor. I don't know. He's in a, watch out NFL. He's in a good place with a good team.
Yeah, he is. He's enjoying this, and obviously, it's a little bit of a honeymoon period. I mean, when you've won 8 in a row and you got 9 wins, you have the most wins in the league. It's crazy. It allows him to do the things that I truly believe are genuine to him. Thank the staff and everybody that got all the players ready this week, short week, back from Tampa, all that. I think that's genuine.
IV's in Tampa, by the way. How about that?
Yeah, hey. Whatever you got to do to win, right? I mean,
like
within
getting
reason.
the clock going. Damn,
Yeah.
That's impressive.
But I also thought he served up another quote that I'm going to be citing for a while now.
Which one?
The only thing that really stops us is us, he said of the offense. And that's a guy that's feeling good offensively, feeling good about his young quarterback, feeling good about the offensive coordinator. And, he even referenced, and I agree with him, Travion Henderson, maybe his best run of the game was his last run of the game that gets that first down that says, okay, victory formation, game is over. Yep. And he missed one early. He had one that they got him by the ankles. He was close to having another, whatever it would have been, 50, 60-yard run. But I think the addition of some power runs, and I didn't check the final stats. I think he was under 4 yards a carry, but I don't really care. I thought he ran the ball well tonight. You can, sometimes the numbers can be misleading in either direction.
3.9 or 3.8, but I don't care. Like, did he look the part of a potential lead back and somebody who can be a dangerous contributor to an NFL offense for years to come? Yes.
And like last week, he averaged 10 yards a carry because he had 2 big runs. Other than that, I didn't think he ran all that well. This week, he's below 4 yards a carry, and I'll take it every week. I thought this was a tough sledding, kind of break tackles, physicality. Also knowing you don't really have anybody else. I mean, Dearness Johnson got out there. He had one run that was called back. That was a nice little burst run. But
the Westover. Yeah, Westover didn't even need to hold your boy. Well, he's not really one of your guys.
No. He almost had a catch, though,
Westover.
except then he realized he's not that athletic. And went ass over tea kettle and didn't catch the ball.
We are awaiting Drake May to make his way to the podium. Usually he follows Mike Vrabel immediately. We'll try to get an update for you because we do have a commercial break coming up. We're going to try to hold until we get Drake May and then take a commercial break. I see you guys lined up at 617-779-7937. All callers, especially those that are stuck in the horrendous Route 1 traffic, from which I've had a couple of fans send me photographs of, still even on a Thursday night at midnight, jammed up to the
Call in
gills as
sick.
well.
Send in your text now to your boss. Call in. Boss, I don't think I'm not going to be able to make it tomorrow. I got use digestive issues. No one ever calls you on that. Just say you got digestive issues.
Yeah. It makes total sense for you to be calling from your car on Bluetooth at midnight on the way back from the Pats game to say that
Going
you're
to
not going to be able,
the all-night clinic.
that you're not. Yeah, exactly. There's a 24-hour walk-up right near me as well. Zach, do we know who's at the podium right now?
Hunter Henry right now.
Okay.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter. He had
Part
a very
of the trio.
He had a workmanlike game
Yep.
tonight.
I thought the
believe.
trio of veterans kind of carried the passing attack. Diggs was the go-to guy with 100 yards. Mac Hollins had a nice game. Hunter Henry had a nice game. Again, Kyle Williams might want to study the playbook and keep taking reps because that don't look right. That question that was asked of Drake May when he said, no, we're not. We never have issues not being on the same page. You lie. You lie.
No,
you lie. It's okay. Sports lies. I know. I get it. Teammate, good guy, whatever, but you lie.
There's that whole thing about being in a McDaniels offense and finding a way to be on the same page as your quarterback. And when you read this and you see the safety break this way, that means you're supposed to do this with the route. Drake obviously saw the safety crashing down. So it was like, and as a matter of fact, here's Drake May.
Drake.
Hey, every week, brother, you're first.
How you doing? Just getting out of here.
NFL any given Sunday, as we have seen in this topsy-turvy, upside-down Stranger Things world. And you know what? On a Thursday night, especially with a quick turnaround, as Drake May and Mike Vrabel just discussed at length, you take every opportunity to enjoy the win, no matter who the opponent is, especially when it's against a division rival on Thursday night. Andy, we will get to the phone callers. We'll continue the discussion. Did tonight's game enhance Drake May's MVP status? Did tonight's game give you any more reason to believe your New England Patriots are a legit Super Bowl contender? Plus, in the second hour, we'll get into, of course, Andy's thumbs up and thumbs down. It's all coming to you on the Six Rings postgame show, which is brought to you by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery. I was going to say the world's, honestly.
Might as well.
I mean,
It's
we're all such
McFarland's
fans.
world. We're just living in it.
That's all we're doing. McFarland in full Bradfo. McFarland Energy is the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services. It's all available at McFarlandEnergy.com. Shoot us a text or give us a shout, 617-779-7937. This is the Six Rings postgame show following a Patriots Thursday night win against the Jets on WEEI.
Jones and Keefe.
I heard, Keefe. I just heard.
What'd you hear?
You lose this game, it's bad.
Oh, really?
It's bad.
Oh, yeah. So, flip side.
And so they won, which I guess means it good.
It's
so
good. It's very good.
They now have 2 wins that I think they can stack up against anybody else in the AFC.
Duck boats.
Tampa and Buffalo, which Lou might,
honestly,
in fact, mean duck boats.
Did you miss something? Listen to the podcast on the Odyssey app or at WEEI.com. Jones and Keefe, middays 10 to 2 on New England Sports Original, WEEI.
I'm falling in love with you.
Fall in love with driving a 2025 Subaru Outback. With standard, symmetrical, all-wheel drive, the 2025 Subaru Outback is built to keep you safe on every mile. Buy with 0% financing or lease for just $255 per month.
Falling in love with
Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Life can hit you like a truck. Divorce, custody battles, losing somebody you love, job anxiety, or the darkness of gambling depression. Grand Rising Behavioral Health is the gold standard in mental health treatment in Massachusetts, with day and evening programs to fit your schedule. You don't have to suffer. They can take you right now at their Norwood location and customize a program that works for you. Don't wait in line for peace of mind. Call Grand Rising today at 844-866-HELP. That's 844-866-HELP, and take control of your life.
Think Verizon's best 5G network is expensive? Think again. This season, bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal. Then use those unwanted bills to wrap up goodbye gifts to AT&T. Or cut them into snowflakes to celebrate your switch from T-Mobile. 'Tis the season to save at Verizon. Just bring in your bill to your local Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric Root Score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Requires postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days and same name as person redeeming deal. Additional terms apply.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Lowe's knows pros want more. Join My Lowe's Pro Rewards for free to get $20 off your first qualifying purchase of $100 or more just for signing up. Plus, enjoy free standard shipping and more ways to save on your next job. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer valid for new members only. Not valid with any other discount. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/pro-loyalty for details. Subject to change.
President Trump has chosen not to issue SNAP benefits on November 1st. This means that no new funds will be added to EBT cards this month. More than 1 million children, seniors, veterans, and families in Massachusetts are at risk of going hungry. No state can replace our SNAP benefits. So if you're struggling to buy food, call Project Bread's Food Source Hotline at 1-800-645-8333. If you can help, visit unitedwaymassbay.org/United Response to support local families.
Coleman!
It's electric!
A whole house generator from Coleman Electric saves the family unit. Dad's in the basement watching the game. Mom's watching another movie on Lifetime about why dad sucks. Kid's in his room on the Xbox. Daughter's putting the cat in her Easy Bake Oven. Boom! Big storm. Power goes out. So everybody meets in the dining room. Yeah, light a candle and play Jenga. Family game night. All good. But when the power's still out, on night number 4, you're chucking Jenga blocks at each other, putting the kids up for adoption, and filing for divorce. Coleman Electric saves you from this misery with a whole house generator. It starts up automatically and runs on natural gas. Every outlet, circuit, and device in the entire house keeps running. It means seconds after the power goes out, everybody can keep doing what they were doing. And that's important, because the best way to keep a family together is to remain apart. Call Coleman Electric and schedule a free estimate for a whole house generator install. And stay lit 24/7. KUHLMAN. Call Coleman.
It's electric!
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done. With precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way. With a dedication to lasting quality. Trusted performance and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
This is the Six Rings postgame show. Here's Fitzy and Hart on WEEI.
13th play of the drive after the Jets scored on a 14th play drive. Flip it back here, turning inside, spinning his way, all the way into the end zone is Henderson for the touchdown. What a move, what a couple of moves.
That was Travion Henderson's first touchdown of the night, one of 3. The rare, dare I say, hat trick in the NFL, whether it's a wide receiver, a tight end, or a running back. You rarely see somebody put it in the 6-point house 3 times, but Travion Henderson really was the offense tonight, along with Drake May. Your New England Patriots run it to 8 straight winning season, 9-2, 27-14 final against the Jets on Thursday Night Football. You're listening to the Six Rings postgame show live on Boston Sports Original. WEEI to the phones we go. Andy, before we get into any of our conversations with our Route 1 and Beltway brethren, we have to go first and foremost, as always, we go to the future, down under. It's Friday, and the Patriots are victorious once again for our guy, Jake in Australia. How we doing, Jake?
Oh, these beers has gone down way too easily today.
Wait, what time is it? What time is it where you're at right now?
Are you day drinking?
We don't judge.
Absolutely. The Pats started playing at 12:15 in the middle of the day, so
okay,
we've had about 4 hours worth of beers.
Nice. You sound good.
Way to go, Jake. You've got 2 very sober, responsible broadcasters right now that you have to put away a couple for as well. So what is your big takeaway from tonight, Jake, as somebody who has been with us through thick and thin over the many years of the Six Rings postgame show? What's your favorite part about what the Pats accomplished tonight and on the season thus far?
That the offense is looking as good as it is. Like, we thought it would be okay this year, but it's gone not quite lights out, but almost lights out. And it's just looking better and better. And then with Booty and Ramondre to come back, that is going to look even nicer, I reckon, in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know, Jake, it's funny.
Yeah,
I was just thinking moments ago, you know, I wonder if we're going to continue to wish, or at some point hit that bump in the road, Andy, where we're going to wish that the Patriots had made a more active effort to acquire some talent at the trade deadline. And then Jake just reminded us, hey, you know what? we've played without Ramondre and Booty for a couple weeks. The offense hasn't missed a beat. It's almost going to be like, I don't want to, use something so trite, but it's almost going to be like they make an acquisition of Jake's just grabbing some snacks. They make an acquisition of a running back and a receiver next
I'm
week.
okay.
It's all good.
I'm all right. Fuck, there's a snake in the front yard.
Okay, gotta go.
Okay, we gotta go. Jake, take care, man. We'll talk to you next week, brother.
The guy is drunk.
Okay, so we got that going for us. Apparently, there's a snake front yard.
Did you get all that, Zach?
I got all that, but unfortunately, the listeners did not.
Yeah, no. So that's why I'm telling him there was a snake in the front yard. He had to go.
Yeah.
He said some other stuff, he had to go.
It's sad because we couldn't, unless you were listening on the stream on the Odyssey app. And if you don't have it, I mean, calls like what we just got from Jake from Australia are 100% why you need to have the Odyssey app and be able to tune in to your favorite sports radio show or your favorite Patriots postgame show, wherever, whenever, however. There was a snake. There was just a lot else going on with some colorful metaphors and
Good
descriptions.
to know that word means the same thing there as here.
Sure does.
So if I ever go to Australia and I use
Yep.
that word, I know it will have the same meaning. That's good. Good to know. What he was talking
you
about,
got a
though,
lot to live up to, Vinny and Revere. Go ahead, Andy.
Just real quick before the snake interrupted. Football wise, the Travion Henderson. We could look back at this as a fortuitous injury to Ramondre Stevenson that forced you to use Travion Henderson, forced him to make plays, forced him to maybe build his confidence or whatever you want to call it. I think we may look back at this later on when Stevenson is back, because even Drake May was talking about a 1-2 punch when Mondre comes back and that whole thing. I'm not sure you would have gotten here without the injury, because they were hesitant for whatever reason, the pass protection or whatever. They were hesitant to utilize Travion Henderson too much, and now he had to get sort of thrown, top of the mountain, pushed him down, and oh wow, he can ski. He's a pretty good skier.
Yeah, hey, guess what? No more training wheels for you, kid. You can't be tiptoeing through. You can't be holding an 18 carton of eggs. Like you're just gonna have to grip it and rip it, step up there and make a shot out the tee box. And he's starting to look the part. He looks like a completely different running back. And yes, to all of you Twitter goobs and internet sleuths, we all also noticed that the Henderson on the back of his jersey was bigger, broader, and wider than the tiny Henderson in the micro font he normally has on his regular jersey. Jeez.
But didn't we learn that it was due to the stripes, and the Nor'easter jerseys have a totally different backplate and stripe situation?
Right. I know. Yeah.
And they're
no,
sweet.
but
do we agree they're sweet now that they won in them? You don't
I
like
don't
them?
know.
Oh, screw
okay.
you. Former
Hold on.
Foxborough faithful fraud.
I'm okay
Fitzy.
on them.
I'll
I
add a
don't love
couple
them
more
as
F's
much.
in there from
I don't
Australia
love
too.
Do you need me to power rank my favorite Patriots jerseys? I'm not sure
No.
it's in the top 3.
You just lost all credibility because those are nice, and I liked the white helmets with the
That
whatever
is
the frosted.
I like
Elvis.
the helmets are, as the kids like to say, the helmets are clean.
I think
like the
all
helmets.
of it was clean. So
All
you
right,
need
I just
to
like to
check
me.
yourself.
To me, Nor'easter helmets greater than sign the jersey. Hey, all right, I'm going back to the phones. I'm going to find someone else who agrees. But, honestly, look at Twitter. It's so funny. You got people like Ben Volen. Switch to these uniforms immediately. They're amazing. Then you got a bunch of fans like, I don't know, still not doing it for me. Whatever they want. Joe's in the car, Andy. He wants to talk about how happy he is with tonight's win. What's up, Joe?
What's up, boys? I hope you have your flights booked to Santa Clara.
Ken Laird, get on that.
The overpriced Airbnb has been booked for days.
All right, good. I got to tell you, I was really high on Andy B up until tonight. I thought he was riding high, and then he missed that field goal right before halftime. I don't know what we're going to do with the kicker position here.
Well, he's going to be fine. But, Joe, can I just point out something real quick? I vehemently dislike the way the Patriots handled the operation the last minute of the first half, because they basically just ran into the line with 30 seconds left and played for the 45-yard field goal. If you play a little more aggressively and, I don't know, kick a 38-yarder, 32-yarder, that doesn't go wide right. You have a bigger lead in the half, and then, unfortunately, well, maybe you still would have called, but you wouldn't have been displeased with Borogalis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get that, but I also think that they had that long third down, so I get why they did what they were doing.
Yeah, way, buddy. Absolutely.
Sorry, we're getting out of the stadium. We're not getting lucky here. We're having tough luck getting out of the stadium.
Wait, is the traffic as bad as I've seen?
Oh, I've never seen it worse.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
to
Why?
Yeah, Joe, I
I
hate
don't
to
know
say
what
it.
they're doing here. I don't know what they're doing.
I know they
I'm a
keep
guy on the
taking away
phone.
spots and lanes and everything. It's
should end this before it goes
yeah.
out.
As long as you don't see a snake in the yard. All right. Anyway, Joe, have a great night, buddy. Thanks for calling. Yeah.
What's the record for F-bombs in one show? Can we set it tonight?
We still have like 50 minutes left, buddy. We can do it. You know what? I'm a firm believer. 617-779-7937. If you find a snake in your yard or want to complain about the traffic getting out of the stadium or the kicker or whatever it is you want to discuss, we're here for you. When we come back in just a couple minutes, hour number 2 of the Six Rings postgame show, more about the Patriots win, what this means for their chances to not only win the AFC East, but possibly compete for a top overall seed in the AFC. Stop saying it's something that, could, maybe, kind of, sort of, will happen. This is definitely a reality. This is the world that you currently live in now, folks, where the Patriots aren't just maybe sort of good. They are a very good, if not excellent, football team that has every right to be considered up in the tops with the rest of everyone in 2025. It's Fitzy, it's Hart, it's producer Zach back in Brighton, and it's you on the Six Rings postgame show. Don't go anywhere.
WEEI, New England Sports Original.
What's up, everybody? This is Pro Football Hall of Famer and 3-time world champion Ty Law, and I invite you to try my new vodka, Corvus, the official vodka of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Corvus is refreshingly smooth, 6 times distilled and charcoal filtered. A portion of the proceeds is donated back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Players Assistance Fund, so be sure to ask for Corvus at your favorite bar, restaurant, and liquor store. Corvus, I know you will love them all.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Another summer over, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower. Your workouts aren't as productive. Perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time. Maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health. And if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Northeast Men's Health and get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-tests and a medical consult. And if you start treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 617-793-5000. That's 617-793-5000 or go to northeastmenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the Northeast to serve you. Northeast Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
This holiday season, help feed local families by donating to Nourishing Neighbors at the checkout of your neighborhood Shaws and Star Market store. Donations will assist New England's hunger relief organizations. Thank you for helping fight hunger in our communities. Happy holidays from the Shaws and Star Market Foundation.
If you're overwhelmed, having thoughts of suicide, or worried about someone, Samaritans is here to listen. Their life-saving suicide prevention services are free, confidential, and non-judgmental. Learn more at SamaritansHope.org. You're not alone.
Join us at Springer's for the perfect pairing, an event for him and her.
It's Springer's Jewelers Time and Shine event with the finest Swiss timepieces from Tudor.
And Kwiat Diamond Jewelry, all in one spectacular event.
The gift of time and shine, the art of fine watchmaking,
and the radiance of exceptional diamond jewelry.
Springer's Jewelers Time and Shine event, all day Friday, November 14th at our Portsmouth store.
Give love and get more.
For him and her.
More time and shine. This holiday at Springer's.
What's up, everybody? This is Pro Football Hall of Famer and 3-time world champion Ty Law, and I invite you to try my new vodka, Corvus, the official vodka of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Corvus is refreshingly smooth, 6 times distilled and charcoal filtered. A portion of the proceeds is donated back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Players Assistance Fund. So be sure to ask for Corvus at your favorite bar, restaurant, and liquor store. Corvus, I know you will love them all.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you're looking for a great price on Falcon tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire, where you always get the guaranteed lowest price on Falcon tires. But it doesn't end there, because Town Fair Tire gives you free services for the life of your Falcon tires. More free services than any other tire dealer. That's why we say nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal, and I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Broadcasting from the WEEI studios. Powered by Verizon. 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1. Lawrence, Boston. An Odyssey Sports Station. The Six Rings postgame show is presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com, and by New England Recovery Center of Westboro on WEEI. This is the Six Rings postgame show on WEEI.
Braves, how much fun are you having?
A lot.
No doubt.
My youngest son, Carter's the same age as Drake, and I'm thinking, my God, am I old? I'm 50, and it's just so much fun because these guys are experiencing a lot of these things for the first time. And so I forget that sometimes. I forget that our left side of our line is 21 and 22 years old, and our quarterback's 23, and it's like, okay, well, there's going to be a lot of firsts for this program. And I tell them, hey, this is new for us. Let's attack this. Let's understand what this looks like. And they've responded, and they have at least taken the coaching every day, like Drake said.
There's your winning coach right there, Mr. Culture Installation himself. Movember Mike alongside Drake May in his Rivalries color jersey, sitting at the Thursday night desk with Carissa, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Tony Gonzalez, Whitworth, Richard Sherman, a whole cast of thousands in the end zone in front of some of the fans that were overjoyed tonight following the Patriots' 27-14 win. Andy, one of the things, it's not the sexiest or most dynamic word to use, but one of the things that I feel like Mike Vrabel has such a great handle on is perspective. He really, I think just from however he was raised to where his NFL career was and or was going before he got to New England, then the success he had here, then getting shipped out of town, and then having to climb the coaching ranks, then getting a shot and getting almost all the way to the top of the mountain, offering to remove parts of his body for a win as a head coach after 3 Super Bowl championships as a player, getting canned, getting a second chance where he played and experienced so much success. He really has a good grasp on how special this is, how sudden it is, how it probably wouldn't happen anywhere else, and just what a prime opportunity this team has.
Well, and I think it's a lot of his experiences. If you go back to him as a player, it's a backup, it's a special teamer who then gets to New England, gets an opportunity, and by 2007 is an all-pro caliber player with Super Bowl rings and a leader, and he's catching touchdowns. But he started out as a nobody in the National Football League, an absolute nobody, worked his way up to somebody, making plays, rings. Same thing for coaching. He goes back to Ohio State. He's a college coach, a position coach, and works his way up the ranks. He's an NFL assistant, an NFL coordinator. Like, I don't think it's an accident that his path has seen him reach levels where he can appreciate all of it. Like, he can look at every player on this team and say, hey, you, 53rd player, I was you. Hey, you, all-pro, I was also you. And all y'all in the middle, I got from there to there by being all of you. Like, there's a shared experience kind of thing there, and the same thing with coaches, right? He's been the grunt coach, he's been the nobody coach, and then he's been the AFC title game with the Tennessee Titans kind of coach. So I think, and I don't want this to turn into a comparison or a shot, but Gerard Mayo was a top 10 pick who was an all-pro. He was the next Ray Lewis, got $50 billion. You know, I'm exaggerating, but a second big contract. And then he was a coach only at the NFL level, only for 5 years. Boom, he's a head coach, and he's like, it's not his fault. I don't fault him, but there's a little bit of Gerard Mayo kind of was born on third base in football, where Mike Vrabel rounded the entirety of the bases, if that makes sense. And I think that helps him give perspective to every step along the way.
I don't think Gerard Mayo knew what he didn't know. I don't think Gerard Mayo knew what to expect. I think he thought it would come a lot easier. Not to say that anything that he experienced pre-college at University of Tennessee or in the NFL was something that he thought was just going to come. I'm sure he had a devil of a work ethic. I'm sure he was obviously they used to. There was that 2011 clip we played last year on the radio and on the podcast about how they used to call. Didn't they call him Gerard Belichick?
Yes.
Yeah. In 2011, they knew this was a coach in training, that he had that kind of study, that kind of work ethic, that kind of focus, and it didn't pay off because he just hadn't put in the time. Whereas Vrabel has. This is a great. Even though this team is just like all of a sudden, just like literally like through flash powder or the wonder of magic, just appeared out of nowhere, which is why you continue to see on TikTok and Instagram, especially of all social medias, videos of other fans going, this isn't fair. I hate this. My God, why? Only 5 years and now they're back, and they might be back for another 5, 10, 15 or more. It's, Vrabel gets this isn't how it's supposed to be. But, just because this is how it's happened doesn't mean you apologize for it. You just appreciate it with, again, the gratitude and perspective that he has shown.
I also think he's a genuine person, and he connects to people, and he's comfortable.
Very much.
That's another word that I think, comfortable in his own skin, comfortable with his own actions, comfortable going with what he thinks is right in the moment, and that he has a reason for it, or whatever, whether it's analytics or gut or everything in between, experience. He's got a knack for it. He really does. Like, there is a natural leader in him, which is why people talked about him as a natural leader, as a player, and could he be a coach someday, and all of that. And then you mix in the right experiences and the right opportunities to work with certain people and learn from them, and I think you have a good coach, and some of it's probably luck. Some of it's probably luck, honestly. Is there some good fortune with how when he crossed paths with Stephon Diggs? And Stephon Diggs hasn't always been what Stephon Diggs is right now for the New England Patriots.
Oh man, tonight was, if I may say, maybe his second best night for the Pats.
Was really good.
Next to the Buffalo game. Next to the Buffalo game.
And, by the way, and I say this in all seriousness, congratulations. According to the social medias, Cardi B has given birth to their child. So,
oh, you're kidding.
According to TMZ. So I probably should say that. I have no idea whether it's true or not. But, yes, that he one of his 4 children that are coming right now was born. So congratulations.
Hell of a game to have when you become a new father. How about that?
Yep, absolutely. But, no, some of it's good fortune.
Much like Cardi B, delivers on a Thursday night. There you go. Andy, and why don't we have a post-game show that goes past midnight, whether the Pats, like we say in the promo, whether we celebrate or commiserate, we do it together. But we have a post-game show that goes well after midnight for a game that ends at 11:15 for people like Line 1, Justin, who's in Lot 55 and wants to connect with us and talk a little Mike Vrabel. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I am literally. I hope this guy has a Dom steak tip in one hand or a cold sausage guy sausage and a Bud Latte in the other, as he calls in. Justin, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm sitting here in Lot 55. I got a Italian sub in one hand and a Michelob Ultra in the other.
Nice.
I just I just want to say I think fucking Mike Vrabel's got some.
Damn it, Justin.
We're going for the record. I'm telling you. I don't know what the record is, but we're shooting for it.
What are we, 3 for 3?
That's a lot going on.
The second caller didn't get there, but it was trending that way.
It was.
It
was definitely.
We pulled out before, properly.
Yep. Zach, quick question. Can our system handle another one of those, or do we have to avoid calls for a while?
Our system can handle another one.
All right, there
Bring
we go.
it on.
But eventually the computer's going to be like, F-bomb integrity at 20%, Captain.
Yeah, the delay system's just going to explode.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, he's not wrong. I mean, he's talking like a true fan. The guy is literally sitting in the parking lot. It's 12:17 at night. He's waiting for traffic to dilute so he can have a decent ride home. Hopefully somebody else is actually behind the wheel. And like you said, he had an Italian sub in one hand and a Mick Ultra in the other.
Interesting mix there, by the way. So an Italian sub and a Mick Ultra because you're watching your figure. Okay, whatever. It's lot 55 at 12:15. What do I care? Patriots win.
What do you expect? Yeah, my God. That's just as spectacular. I mean, we didn't even get his Mike Vrabel point because...
he's effing awesome.
He's
something.
Something like that as well. So do you this the best? This is why we do this. Do you believe, Andy, that tonight's game? I'll put it this way: did it help Drake May's MVP campaign? Did it detract from it, or did it or was it mostly neutral?
I would say mostly neutral. I do think the lack of statistics could hurt him at some point because Matthew Stafford has whatever it is, 25 touchdowns now or 27 touchdowns. And as I said, 3 straight games with at least 4, 5, 4, and 4. And he's not doing that numbers wise, but anybody that's watching it, actually, you know what? I could take that back because this is a national game where most of the football world is watching. If you looked on your Twitter feed, you're getting a lot of national, Warren Sharp and those types are going play-by-play, kind of living the game along with you, which normally is just Patriots media and Patriots fans. So maybe they watched it and did see the artistic form that is Drake May, even if he didn't put up 4 touchdowns and 300 yards. And also, he could have had better numbers if Mac Hollins catches that deep ball. There were a couple plays that could have been made for him. I'll stick with neutral. I don't think he did any damage, and it was a little bounce back because last week, if there was one thing, it was 58% completion percentage or something last week. It was low.
Especially in the second half when they started flooding the zone.
So back up this week to 73% or, putting up some good numbers. And so I think it's neutral. I think he is still very much a top candidate for MVP.
Drake May on the evening, Andy, was 25 of 34 for 281 passing yards and 1 touchdown. And on the ground, as we refresh our statisticals here, he was your 3rd leading rusher with 2 yards.
Yes. Well, not really. That's not fair because the kneel downs are in there. He lost 3.
Yeah, he lost a couple
2.
yards. So he would have had a few yards as well. I don't think that tonight did anything to detract from his MVP candidacy by any stretch. He's certainly the MVP of this team. He's going to continue to be mentioned in the MVP debate and race as well. I think maybe if he had one more passing touchdown, like if the national audience on Amazon Prime Video got to see him throw for over 3 and dominate the Jets and have 2 or 3 passing touchdowns, whereas Travion Henderson stole a little spotlight from him tonight.
But I also
may have
think
enhanced things. But
the plays, tomorrow, all the morning shows are going to be showing, I think, that sequence we were talking about earlier, the step-up throw, flick it down the field, and then the roll right, and, I'm going to go, I'm not going to go, here you are, and kind of that late pass. You will see those, I'm going to say 30 times tomorrow. You will see those on television, ESPN and FS1 and all those shows, NFL Network. You will see those a lot. And
Kyle Brandt and the Good Morning Football crew just like, oh, look at this. It's not fair. Why is this kid only 22 starts into his NFL career? He's already doing this. Oh, you're in trouble, league. The Pats are putting everyone on notice. Yes, sir. Before we go to break.
Just real quick, I also am enjoying, I don't know if you've noticed this, he answers the MVP question the same way with just a slight alteration at the end. Last week, he was asked, Patriots fans are in Tampa chanting MVP. What'd you think of that? Well, they might have been talking for Baker because Baker's been great this year too. But this week it was, Patriots fans at Gillette Stadium chanting MVP. What'd you think? I think they were talking about Travion. He had 3 touchdowns tonight. He had a great game. I'm interested that he puts it on somebody else every week. Who's it going to be next week? They play Cincy and they're chanting MVP. Oh, they might have been talking about Jamar Chase or something because he's one of the great receivers in the game. Just a pleasure to compete with him. He is so
country differential.
It's so good. It's so good. And then to have Will Campbell butt his head in and the tone. I don't know if you noticed this. The whole tone of Drake May's voice changed. Oh, man, get out of here, Rook. And then he, composed himself and got back to, oh, yeah, I'm at a press conference and I have to use my big boy voice at the podium.
I like hearing Drake May, I like hearing, oh, shucks, like Drake May, the overgrown kid.
Oh, yeah. No,
I do. I really like hearing that.
No.
I like the joy in his voice. Yeah.
And that came out a little bit. The answer that was dead honest. It sounds funny, but it's dead honest. When did you have trust in Stephon Diggs and the other veteran receivers? Middle school, when they were in the NFL and I was watching them and I realized their trust. That's real. He was in middle school and they were probably in the NFL. There's truth to that. I know they're good. I've been watching them since I was in middle school. Of course I'm going to throw to them.
617-779-7937. There's your telephone number. I see you guys.
There's the effing number.
Mike in the car, Jake in lot 42. Don't you guys go anywhere. We're getting to all of you when we come back. We just got to catch you up on everything trending in sports right now, pay a couple bills, and when we return, more of you guys will have Andy's thumbs up and thumbs down. We're with you till 1 a.m. Eastern time. Talking Patriots. Aw shucks, Drake May and your New England football team at 9-2, sitting atop the AFC East, possibly paving a path to Santa Clara, baby. All right, Zach Coe, tell him what's trending.
ESPN's Adam Schefter joins WEEI Afternoons every Wednesday at 3:45. Now, here's what's trending on WEEI.
Patriots keep on rolling against the Jets. They won their 8th straight, 27-14 the final down at Gillette. It was a hat trick for Travion Henderson. He had 3 touchdowns on 93 all-purpose yards. Drake May continuing his MVP campaign, 281 yards on 25 of 34 passing and 1 touchdown. They'll be back in action next Sunday in Cincinnati taking on the Bengals. Unlike the Patriots, the Bruins were unable to extend their winning streak to 8. They fell to the Ottawa Senators 5-3 the final. Morgan Geekie, David Pastrnak, and Mark Kastelik, the goal scorers for the Bees. They head north of the border for a Saturday night Hockey Night in Canada matchup in Montreal, taking on the Canadiens. Celtics with a couple off days following last night's blowout win over the Grizzlies. They'll welcome the Clippers of Los Angeles Sunday afternoon at the Garden. Tip-off set for 3:30. My name is Zach Coe, and that's what's trending now on WEEI and WEEI.com. More Six Rings coming up right after this.
Be a part of the Greg Hill Show every morning at 9:30 with Hill Notes.
I just want to apologize on the copious amounts of cacao.
Cacao! Cacao! Cacao!
You're my boy, Weeks!
Cacao!
Now you've done it, Weeks. Yes. Everybody, we're going to have to put a stop to those soon.
Leave Greg and the crew a voice message on the Odyssey app anytime. That's AUDACY. Just search WEEI, click the microphone, and record to get your opinion in the mix.
If you're looking for a great price on Falcon tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire, where you always get the guaranteed lowest price on Falcon tires. But it doesn't end there, because Town Fair Tire gives you free services for the life of your Falcon tires. More free services than any other tire dealer. That's why we say nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal, and I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
The football season is here, and football food is everywhere. This can wreak havoc on your pipes. Make sure you aren't suffering from Slow D. Slow D can be serious if not treated right away. Drains by James will get your low D flowing again without any embarrassment. Drains by James are the experts in drain cleaning, water jetting, camera inspection, or pipelining repair. Don't let your pipes get tackled this season. Call Drains by James 24/7. Drains by James. They give a poop. about your pipes.
Join us at Springer's for the perfect pairing, an event for him and her.
It's Springer's Jewelers Time and Shine event with the finest Swiss timepieces from Tudor.
And Kwiat Diamond Jewelry, all in one spectacular event.
The gift of time and shine, the art of fine watchmaking,
and the radiance of exceptional diamond jewelry.
Springer's Jewelers Time and Shine event, all day Friday, November 14th at our Portsmouth store.
Give love and get more.
For him and her.
More time and shine. This holiday at Springer's.
This holiday season, help feed local families by donating to Nourishing Neighbors at the checkout of your neighborhood Shaws and Star Market store. Donations will assist New England's hunger relief organizations. Thank you for helping fight hunger in our communities. Happy holidays from the Shaws and Star Market Foundation.
What's up, everybody? This is Pro Football Hall of Famer and three-time world champion Ty Law, and I invite you to try my new vodka, Corvus, the official vodka of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Corvus is refreshingly smooth, 6 times distilled and charcoal filtered. A portion of the proceeds is donated back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Players Assistance Fund. So be sure to ask for Corvus at your favorite bar, restaurant, and liquor store. Corvus, I know you will love them all.
When it comes to beautifying your home, Window World is your one-stop shop exterior remodeler.
We encourage you to shop around. We're simply the best for less.
It's time to love where you live. Locally owned.
Nationally known. Visit us at windowworldofboston.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is the Six Rings postgame show. Here's Fitzy and Hart on WEEI.
I mean, you heard it from the fans up here, and rightfully so. MVP chants. You hear it. How does that feel? I mean, being in your second year, are you where you're at, where you thought you'd be, and what's been the biggest key to your success?
Yeah, I think coach here, and I think the guys around me. I think that's the biggest thing. They do a lot of work for me. They show up every Sunday, and then we just trying to play together, trying to build this identity that coach is talking about. And I think the biggest thing is we still got work left to do. But this fan base has been awesome. They've embraced us. They've already embraced coach for a while now, back when he was scoring touchdowns back in the day. So,
tight end.
Just shout out to the fans. We got some more work to do.
Just like you said earlier, Andy, this kid gets it. Yep. He's got, not only does he have like an unnatural, far ahead of schedule ability to navigate the pocket, deliver balls on time, make plays, and lead his football team, much the same off the field. He's got a calm demeanor about him. It's not Brady. He's not, Mr. Hyper Articulate. He's not delivering bizarre sermons like, Aaron Rodgers. And he's not even the ultimate rah-rah guy. He is, triple C the QB. Calm, cool, and collected. That's what we've come to expect out of Drake May time and again.
And I don't see any reason for it to. I joked about it today. This is not a shot at Tom Brady, but he was young and he was single, and Tara Reid was dancing on tables, and he was he was enjoying his life. Drake May has already told us in our Patriots Mondays interviews that he and his wife are an old married, like they're grandma and grandpa in bed early, and so I don't see it changing. He's going to get more experienced, and he's going to get more money, and there's going to be some of those, and they hopefully, if they want to, they'll have children, and some of those things will evolve in his life. But he's just such a stable, consistent person and player, and it's remarkable. It really is. And you mentioned earlier other fan bases this, they're kind of looking like they're going to be doing a little different, because there was the little window in between. But one of these, Montana to Young or Favre to Rodgers, like this wait a minute, why did they get 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in a short period of time while the Browns have been seeking it for, that's becoming a legitimate thing. Brady is followed up by May, and they're both elite.
I mean, just to think back, and we'll jump back, the lines are full at 617-779-7937, but to think back to when you were 22, 23 years old, did you know what you wanted to do with the rest of your life so much? Were you this composed? Were you this good at what people paid you anything resembling a salary to do?
Forget 22. At my current age, I'm not sure how I answer all of those questions
The age
you
of
just
50
posed.
and I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, he is. And I give, you know what we don't do enough of? Like, give his parents credit. I think when kids,
hell yeah.
I give the kid credit because, we're individuals, but the nurture part of it, the way he was raised and the brothers and the family environment, I think that reflects on the family and the way, he was brought up. So
just the same way we keep saying, like, oh, it's a lot Drake May, but it might be a little more Mike Vrabel. In this particular instance, it's a little more Drake May, but the Mike Vrabel here, the tone setter, the culture creator, Mr. and Mrs. May did one whale of a job giving him and his brothers the right environment to grow up in. Let's go back to those phones, Andy. Here we go. Jake in lot 42A. What up, Jake? What are you eating? What are you drinking, kid?
What's up? I'm 19, so I'm just chilling on a Gatorade right now. But
Attaboy.
I just want to say thank you guys for taking my call tonight. This was my first ever single solo game to the Pats, so I'm very glad that I went and saw that great game with the rivalries. I wanted to say this. Trayvon Henderson is absolutely tearing it up as a running back. I love watching the kid every Sunday, watching him at home. He's doing very well. Drake May doing very great. I'm very impressed on the way he's been able to build himself up in the organization and do well. And Vrabel, I am more than happy with as a coach in our organization. He's been doing so well. He's for the players. He brings them up and brings the best out in them. And I think it's amazing how we're able to run with this squad that we are running with and being able to do so well, because I was alive for all the ups and downs and all the bad things that we went through. But now that we're seeing this is giving us a great outlook for our future of our team. Because if we can keep running with this, I see great potential in our team. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for calling in, Jake, and thank you for keeping it clean as well. He also admitted to the fact that he's 19.
Proof that if you don't drink,
it gets a lot easier to let the George Carlin words start flying on the radio when you've had a couple wobbly pops before, during, and after the game as well. But a kid who's 19 years old, actually, it's an interesting age because he's born into the desert of between 2004 and 2014. So he knows that they're good, and he knows Tom Brady. But then they get good again. So by the time he's a kid that can ask for jerseys for Christmas, they start winning Super Bowls again, and they're going back to the Super Bowl. 14, almost 15, 16, 17, 18. So he gets spoiled. But then he's old enough to be a teenager during the second desert, or the new desert of, oh boy, they broke Mac Jones. Oh boy, why is the defensive coordinator the offensive coordinator? Oh boy, Belichick's lost his way. Oh God, what's Mayo doing? So he's able to reappreciate exactly what's going on now. Good for him.
And he sounded a little bit like the Drake May of callers. I kind of liked his maturity. Only 19 and was now, did he mean he went to the game by himself?
He did. I was just going to say, he was comfortable a la the same way Joe Flacco told us recently that eating by yourself at a restaurant or a bar is really cool, which I happen to agree with. Good for him.
I think it's awesome that he did that. I would never do that. There is zero chance I
go to a game by yourself?
Certainly not at 19. Certainly not at 19. And probably not. I wouldn't now. I would not go to a game by myself now, unless maybe if it was
let's say you're on a business trip or something, Andy, right? And I don't know, you're in Minneapolis and there's a Timberwolves game and you're like, I'll check out the Target Center. I'll go to, I just want to go to a game.
I don't think I would.
Little joy junkie, a little vicarious energy.
Nope, I don't think I would. Not unless it was, you're going to see something special. It's a playoff game. It's a champion. I don't think I would, and I give him credit. I think that's very cool that he went to and I'm glad he enjoyed it, and it was a fun game to go to.
You got some Uncle Andy point.
Sorry.
Yeah, Zach, what's up, buddy?
When I was in Chicago, I went to all 3 Red Sox, White Sox games solo.
Loser.
One year they were there. Yeah, definitely.
What a dick.
Just kidding.
Good for you, Zach. Did you have fun? Did you meet anyone?
Yeah, I was sitting in front of a bunch of Red Sox fans, so I made some friends with some people around me. But yeah,
Andy,
went solo was fine.
He
Was
opened
it better
himself
the
up to the
second day?
experience.
No, I think it was worse the second day because I think they lost the second game. So it was way more fun when they won because then I was just there, like talking trash to all the to some of the White Sox fans that bothered to show up. But yeah, when they lost, it was less fun then.
Yeah, they're
the second
sorry
day
lot.
you were the loser following the losing team, and that was a double loserness. Just kidding.
You got away with words, guy. You really do. You should try radio someday. All right, let's go back to the lots. What's Laura got to say? Laura says she's in one of the Gillette lots. Who knows where? Let's talk some Vrabel. Hi, Laura.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. I'm also in lot 55. Unlike the other guy, I'm not having as much as fun as him with the sub and the Michelob in his hand. But I've been listening to you guys for a long time, so happy to take your call. I'm definitely not your demographic audience, but
okay.
I'm very happy with how the Patriots have been performing, and also I think just Vrabel has been putting forward in front of him a really great just front for the team, and just the fact that people have been showing up. I think they had all but 11 people show up in the off day, show up in the weight room for weight training in their day off, just showing up and people showing up and putting on a good face for the team. And I think just that moving forward for the team is putting on really just a great front for everyone, and just everything aside from how they're performing on the field. And I think Drake May is just really putting forward a good face and just a good performance for everyone, and just really happy to see. And yeah,
there we go. Happy fans all over the lots. Thanks for the call, Laura. Well, we may have one.
We've gone sober. We've trended
gone
sober
very
here.
All right, let's see if we can mix things up. Oh, here's a negative call. Well, somebody found a slight note of criticism to divine from this evening's affair. One of our regulars on the afternoons and the Six Rings postgame show, Mark in Connecticut. What is going on, my guy?
My brothers, how are you guys doing tonight?
Great. We're up late with you, baby. Things are good.
We are. So obviously we won. That's great. But I was very, very surprised at how Justin Fields was literally just having his way, running right at us. And it just was annoying me that Mike Vrabel just didn't seem to want to adjust to that and put in, one or two spies in the middle to just stop this. I mean, just think about it. If Justin Fields, started doing this, I think, a little more frequently, I think the score might have been a little more, closer maybe. So I just wanted to get you guys a take on that. But other than that, good night.
All right, Mark, thanks for staying up late with us and calling in. Yeah, Andy, I even think they mentioned on the broadcast that they were surprised that the Jets got away from what was working for them early, which was Justin Fields using his legs to open up opportunities in the rest of the run game as well as the passing game. Like, you don't have much to offer on offense. Don't overthink it. As they say sometimes in science and math, kiss it. Keep it simple, stupid.
Absolutely. And that early drive, they ran the ball right down your throat. There was the one slant where I thought Carlton Davis actually had terrible coverage. It was like non-competitive on a third down. I know they ran a little like under and then slant behind it, a little out, but he was nowhere to be found. But yes, they ran the Breece Hall and Justin Fields had their way with you. Now, Vrabel said his answer was, yeah, he's faster than most of our guys, and we gave up some runs to him. I think that may have been kind of maybe we did have some spies on him, and he outran the spies to the sideline and made some
There was
plays
that
with
play,
his legs.
Gonzo overran him, and was it Hawkins or someone else tried to bring him down? They had him 5 yards behind the line, and then he was able to just sort of like squirm.
Oh, no, it was
shimmy
my guy Ponder. He ran through my guy Ponder.
You're right, your guy.
Yeah, my guy Ponder, who did have another sack, I believe, prior to that. But yeah, they had him dead to rights, like 3 yards short of the sticks, and then he made a play. He's athletic. He can make a play. That's why early on when they tried the throwback to Justin Fields and Chason was chasing it and got his hand up, that was a great play. Because for a defensive end to recognize that, an edge rusher to recognize that and be stride for stride and get his hand up and make a play, that was a great play. I get the frustration, and I agree with you. Like, oh, if they had kept doing that, or if they mixed in a few passes with that run, they might. Well, they didn't. You know what I mean? And you adjusted, and I do think there is still a little bit of an athletic limitation across the front. I do. I don't think Spillane's the fastest guy in the world. I don't think Gibby's the fastest guy in the world. Like,
no.
Harold Landry is not the fastest guy in the world anymore. Like, they're not,
Williams and Barmore can move for their size.
But not compared to Justin Fields. So you don't have a speedy sideline-to-sideline linebacking core out there. And, every once in a while, I think it gets exposed, like Achane when he exposed Spillane in the Miami game. Like, there's going to be times where the other team just has a good athlete that makes a play on you. And, this whole defense has been kind of retooled this year. It's not an all-pro defense. Like, it's not all these – Gibby's a great story, right? Is Gibby an all-pro linebacker? Is he –
He is not.
You know what I mean? So, at sometimes
Jalen Hawkins, good story, not an all-pro safety.
Right. So sometimes their athletes might just be a little more athletic than your
Woodson got lost on that touchdown to Mechie.
Oh, yeah, he kind of just tripped or fell out.
We'll get to him and the other guys that may have made the thumbs up, thumbs down in a second. One more call, Andy, and then we'll get back for that. Of course, you are listening to the Six Rings postgame show brought to you by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services. You can learn more at McFarlandEnergy.com. Mike is in the car. What is up, Mike?
What's up, boys? I started my shift today listening to the sweet tones of Hart and Fitzy, and I'm ending my shift today listening to the sweet tones of Hart and Fitzy. I mean, could there be anything better after Patriots win?
No, you have
to work tomorrow?
You got to join the BOGO you're here for.
Yeah.
Week 3, Iron Men. Anyways, caller on call. This isn't why I called, but damn it, caller on call of crime. Jake, kid, you're 19. You don't know anything about bad times. I'm old enough to remember when this town was so desperate for a championship that they threw a parade for a guy who won it somewhere else. But, what do I know? And as far as Mark goes, yeah, Justin Fields ran a little bit today, but yeah, okay. Why put on film? In a couple weeks, you're going to play this guy. You may have heard of him. His name's Lamar Jackson. He's a pretty mobile guy. So why put on film how you're going to defend a mobile quarterback in a game that was really at no point any type of threat? So they scored on their first drive and didn't score again until the fourth quarter. So I don't think they're really worried about how much Justin Fields was running around. But that all said, the reason why I called Vrabel, man, as much as I liked Mayo as a player and I like him as a person, I am so glad that they canned him after a year and brought Vrabel in. He was just the perfect guy at the perfect time for this team. He's building such a great culture, and I am so excited for what's going to happen going forward. I'm not one of these guys who thinks it's going to be Super Bowl this year, but I do think we're putting the building blocks in place for long-term success. Thank you, boys. We'll talk tomorrow.
That's a call and a half right there. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it. Good perspective, good listening, and thanks for beginning and ending your day with the dulcet tones and reasonably informed sports opinionating of Fitzy and Hart, the Six Ring Show, and WEEI Afternoons. 617-779-7937 if you want to get in with a final thought. Speaking of final thoughts, when we come back, it's going to be the Cars for Kids thumbs up, thumbs down from Andy Hart before we wrap up another excellent edition with Italian subs, cold beers, F-bombs, and all of Six Rings right here on WEEI.
WEEI. WEEI. New England Sports Original.
I'm falling in love with you.
Fall in love with driving a 2025 Subaru Outback. With standard, symmetrical, all-wheel drive, the 2025 Subaru Outback is built to keep you safe on every mile. Buy with 0% financing or lease for just $255 per month.
Falling in love with
Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Life can hit you like a truck. Divorce, custody battles, losing somebody you love, job anxiety, or the darkness of gambling depression. Grand Rising Behavioral Health is the gold standard in mental health treatment in Massachusetts, with day and evening programs to fit your schedule. You don't have to suffer. They can take you right now at their Norwood location and customize a program that works for you. Don't wait in line for peace of mind. Call Grand Rising today at 844-866-HELP. That's 844-866-HELP, and take control of your life.
Think Verizon's best 5G network is expensive? Think again. This season, bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal. Then use those unwanted bills to wrap up goodbye gifts to AT&T. Or cut them into snowflakes to celebrate your switch from T-Mobile. 'Tis the season to save at Verizon. Just bring in your bill to your local Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric root score report dated 1 East 2025. Your results may vary. Requires postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days and same name as person redeeming deal. Additional terms apply.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Lowe's knows pros want more. Join My Lowe's Pro Rewards for free to get $20 off your first qualifying purchase of $100 or more just for signing up. Plus, enjoy free standard shipping and more ways to save on your next job. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer valid for new members only. Not valid with any other discount. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/pro-loyalty for details. Subject to change.
Coleman.
It's electric.
A whole house generator from Coleman Electric saves a family unit. Dad's in the basement watching the game. Mom's watching another movie on Lifetime about why dad sucks. Kid's in his room on the Xbox. Daughter's putting the cat in her Easy Bake Oven. Boom! Big storm. Power goes out. So everybody meets in the dining room. Yeah, light a candle and play Jenga. Family game night, all good. But when the power's still out, on night number 4, you're chucking Jenga blocks at each other, putting the kids up for adoption, and filing for divorce. Coleman Electric saves you from this misery with a whole house generator. It starts up automatically and runs on natural gas. Every outlet, circuit, and device in the entire house keeps running. It means seconds after the power goes out, everybody can keep doing what they were doing. And that's important, because the best way to keep a family together is to remain apart. Call Coleman Electric and schedule a free estimate for a whole house generator install. And stay lit 24/7. KUHLMAN. Call Coleman.
It's electric.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-2085. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-2085. That's 800-555-2085. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-555-2085.
The Six Rings postgame show on WEEI.
All right, a little Franz Ferdinand plays us into our final segment here on the Six Rings postgame show following the Patriots' 27-14 win against the Jetropolitans at Gillette Stadium on Nor'easter rivalry Jersey night, which could also factor into the thumbs up, thumbs down segment. You know it, you love it, you wait for it with great anticipation on every postgame show, and it is, of course, sponsored by Cars for Kids. The easy way to donate your car today, donate and your car can be picked up tomorrow, even though it's actually already tomorrow. So maybe it could be picked up later today or Saturday. Who knows? Anyway, go to Cars for Kids. That's carsforkids.com or 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Andy, take it away.
So I'm going to start with Drake May. I thought this was a really nice performance by your quarterback. It was 27 feels like conditions, and no worse for the wear. Came out, I think he hit his first 11 passes of the game. The accuracy was back. The playmaking was back. And as we mentioned earlier, that two-play span where he pocket presence, field awareness presence, playmaking ability. And as I chastised you for earlier, no longer do we compare him to Josh Allen or Justin Herbert or Patrick Mahomes. He's Drake May.
Dude, I'm not sure if people were listening to the show and then sliding into my DMs, but I think I threw that tweet from Solak into my Instagram stories, and people replied with, no. He's doing Drake May things, not Herbert or Mahomesian or anyone else things. He's doing Drake May things. Wow.
Absolutely, and that's the level he is now at. Just compare him to himself and see how far this can go. So nice performance by him, even if it wasn't crazy numbers. If you want crazy numbers, well, that's Travion Henderson, who now has 5 touchdowns over the last 2 weeks, including 3 tonight, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. And the yards per carry were not spectacular, but I thought his running was tremendous. The physicality, he showed that he has some power to his game. He doesn't just have to run around the edge and run fast down the field. He can, hit the B gap and then run over a safety. He can lower his shoulders to pick up I won't say critical first down to end the game, but you take away any opportunity the Jets have of doing something crazy, right? And, oh, my God, they score on a bomb, and then they kicked an onside kick, and, hell, bro. Nope. Travion Henderson said, game's over. We're going to go into victory formation. So I loved that. Stephon Diggs was the leader, but I'm going to say Stephon Diggs and the leader of the oldie pass catchers, and that was also Mac Hollins, and that was also Hunter Henry. Those guys stepped up, and you didn't have Hooper, so it wasn't going to be a 2 tight end day. It was a 1 tight end day, and then the 2 veteran receivers did their thing. Congratulations to Stephon Diggs becoming a father today, and then going out there and having a 100-yard game. So I think that trust level, that ability that they have to make plays, and the Mac Hollins one, for example, the little 15-yard in cut, which was high, and he jumps up in the air. That's a nice catch.
Great leaping catch.
Absolutely. So those guys are clicking, and those guys are making plays. Penalties, I think they finished with 2. I didn't double check it, but I believe it was down to 2, and that has been trending in the downward direction for a while now. Love that. And the unis. I love the uniforms. Screw you, Fitzy, if you don't like them. The uniforms get on the thumbs up list.
All right, and just with just a little under a minute left, you want to rapid fire through anyone who needs to
Kyle Williams, study up, learn your playbook, get more reps, figure it out because you're not on the same page with your quarterback. You mentioned it, Woodson. Don't fall down, don't give up touchdowns. Borregales, I know it's only 1 missed kick, but in a real game, a big game, that could be a missed kick. Don't F that up. And then the first drive / run defense early was an issue.
First drive D, good point.
Zach Hardcore, figure it out. We need to get this. It can't be every week that you're trailing or at least the other team is scoring on the opening drive. Figure it out.
There you go. There's your thumbs up, thumbs down for the Pats win over the Jets on Thursday Night Football. Give him a follow at Jumbo Hart. I'm at FitzyGFY. Great job tonight, Zach Coe, producing the program, and HT to Joe Braverman. We will be back later today on WEEI Afternoons to continue the Pats party with Big Ted Johnson joining us as well. Greg Hill Show starts in 5 hours, so either catch a rest or stay up all night. Get your subs, get your beverages, and enjoy, folks. Your Patriots are 9-2, winners of 8 straight, and steamrolling towards the playoffs. Thanks for listening to the 6